Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Carolina Panthers.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down, even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
First carry for Raheem Mostert, and he will fight his way forward.
Is Resident Evil the worst movie chain ever created?
There on the tackle, Minka Fitzpatrick.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the
Super
ground.
Mario, they had a movie chain?
Made by the defensive front. Because
I was about to say.
Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Running the counter with Mostert. And he is met at the line of scrimmage.
Like I'm trying to find a movie that would be, I guess, worse in that category.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Shot's just done. He about to get off.
First drive, we'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because
that mean you're not gonna message me today talking about Madden?
Series, everybody goes out there a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity.
Yeah, Shaq not gonna message me again about Madden.
But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Hey, brother, listen. I got time today.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
All right, as soon as I finish my game.
Here we go. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
On third down, Burrow winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing again. Jackson completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 33. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
And it's third down.
Jackson from the shotgun. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Yeah, got a point.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. Get him down after a pickup.
Nigga, Shy just gonna put him on blast like that.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, little ambitious.
Nigga said, I'm trying to show him the way before he go down that path.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Michael Dixon set to
the kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball as they come up 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
In heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
The lies.
Well, Brandon,
word.
Look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
After the interception, here's Jackson. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
13 yards. First down, 49ers.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Niners 7, Panthers nothing.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
What, hey, didn't I say he get that shit from his daddy?
Now Mostert.
Didn't I say that shit?
Short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run.
Something wrong with this guy.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Operating from the gun. Jackson. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he's going to take
Nah, nigga, that's you. That's all your demonic ass.
Touchdown.
Raheem Mostert, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
Makes the score.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 14-0. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Nigga wildin'. Nigga doing shit to get you killed.
25-yard line.
I wouldn't have made it this far. Doing the shit you talk about, you did.
Offense at the line, ready to go. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended
What,
target.
nigga?
And now it's 2nd down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Panthers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he finds the tight end, Reed.
Nah, nigga, that's bad, nigga. Take your demon ass outside somewhere.
That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down.
Niggas got me giving up a touchdown laughing.
His second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. And that one makes it 14-7.
Been the two of us. What was the cow name, Drew?
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
At least you know you wasn't a serial killer. Nigga would have been dead. You'd have been killing all the animals.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a game.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Jackson. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Now 4th down.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Again, Jackson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11.
San Francisco.
Jackson throwing once more. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
At the 25-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Derek Brown forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
3rd down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also into field goal range at the 28.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
Here's Jackson. This to Jarwin.
Jackson.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Third down.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for Raheem Mostert.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Badgley's kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Yeah, once I finish this game, we can play this at halftime right now.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Uncorks one for Davis. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we reach
halftime. Do his
It's
chores.
been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here's Mostert. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
The tackle.
Nigga said, no.
But you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one?
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now Jackson on first down. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes
There was talks about it, but I don't think it's going to happen. Like, it's just rumor mill. He ain't saying he want to leave or nothing like that.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Throw right side, going to be taken
in
by Ayuk. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
2 and 3 first. Or because that's not going to get you a win. Because that's not going to get you a win. Yeah, on substitute, not when he was starting whole games. When he started whole games, it wasn't like that.
Now Jackson. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll run with Mostert, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On 2nd down, Burrow. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. After the interception, here's Jackson. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. Right after the...
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Play action. Now Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. They'll run the draw with Mostert. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So 1st and 10, and if they score,
nigga sounded mad, like, no.
Digging in for second half blowout material. Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
49ers.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. Catch made by Slayton. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Niners 34, Panthers 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 12. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
This is Mostert, and he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 48-yard line.
Once again, it's Mostert. Room here to run. The 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree. Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage.
Son, who running around with a whistle, son?
When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert, and they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to
definitely
the 11.
not Navi.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control.
Son, he's so used to ignoring it, he don't even hear the whistle.
Will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end?
That's definitely a yes. So he is completely ignoring it. Headset on, he don't hear nothing. Yeah.
And we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Son, they are wilding.
And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched.
We can hear it clear. Yeah.
The team that just got vanquished.
Like it's like if you didn't have your headphones on, you'd be wilding like, yo, if you don't stop blowing that goddamn whistle.
But what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for San Francisco, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.
Son, you was making that shake like 2 games ago. My bad. My bad.
My cap literally would not fucking go on. Like, bro, I'm looking at your man right now.